Welcome to Bank on It with Sarge Shelley. I'm Charles Irvin and here with Doug Applin. Tonight we're back at Beef O'Brady's for our Jim Whaley tire oil change. And tonight, Sarge, we have you a special guest.
I know who it is.
Last week I wasn't here, but tonight I am. I have the opportunity to be here with Coach Wasden. Coach, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you, guys. I'm glad to be here. Always good to spend some time with some good Eufaula folks.
Well,
Yes.
we sure are. We're honored to have you here with us tonight. And Coach, let's do a little bit of your history here. I know you were here with us from the year from 2000 to 2003 at Eufaula, and in those 4 years, Sarge, you have even idea how good Coach was here?
Oh, he was very good.
He was very good.
good.
He was. His record was 34-11. His first year here with us, he was 5-5. Second year, 9-3. Third year, 9-3. Then his fourth year, Sarge, undefeated.
Whoa.
Regular season, ranked number 1 in 5A. Coach, you remember all those that far back?
I remember a good bit of it. I sure do.
You're undefeated going into the playoffs. Your fourth year here and ranked number 1 in 5A. And I can't remember. Sarge, do you remember who beat Coach that year in the playoffs?
No, sir.
Coach, do you remember?
I believe it was Briarwood Christian.
Right.
Oh, Lord. Yes.
I think you probably called that game.
They wore us out.
I have no comment. Shane's mama might be listening.
Doug, hey, he just spoke the truth that night, and Mama heard him. Of course, Mama's always going to take up for her boy, So
Yeah, but Coach, they had about 15, 20 coaches, so yeah, that's outnumbered on the sideline with coaches. But
I tell you, they had of course they went on and won it, and they beat everybody after us as handily as they beat us. So,
well, that was an honor that year to go undefeated during the regular season and finish, number 1 in 5A. That was quite an honor. But prior to that, Sarge coach, he had coached 2 years at Georgiana, and then 5 years at OP before coming to Eufaula for 4 years. So, Coach, I have you. Out of the 11 years you actually coached high school ball, you were in the playoffs 10 of the 11.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's quite an honor there to make.
You can attribute that to good players and good assistant coaches.
Well, Coach, last week Coach Cleggis was here with Sarge, and Coach Cleggis was one of your assistants on the 4 years you were here at Eufaula.
Dan was invaluable to me. Not only a really good football coach, but a good person, good family man, and I'm proud that I can consider him a friend as well. So I'm glad Dan decided to stay on with me when I took that job over there.
Yes, sir. Because Coach Cleggis, he followed in your footsteps, and he
did better than I did. He played for the championship.
Yes, sir. He had quite a success here at Eufaula, and we were glad to have both of you as our head coaches. When Coach Wasden left Eufaula, do you know where he went, Sarge?
No, sir.
Oh, yes, you do.
Troy, he was over there with Coach Brighton.
Yeah, he went over to Coach Blakeney over in Troy for, I think, 10 years. Is that correct, Coach?
I was there with Coach Blakeney for 11, I believe, and stayed 1 year with Neil Brown.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
11 years. And Coach Wasden had the opportunity to coach whom do you know here in Eufaula?
Darrell.
Well, Coach Jernigan. He sure
did. Yes.
I did, and Maurice Coleman as well.
Oh, yeah, Maurice Coleman. You sure was.
Yeah, both of those played for us. Very good players at Troy for us.
Got lucky with that recruit. Oh, Darrell wasn't big enough to play big time ball, was he?
Yeah, Shoot. Hey, it has been mentioned more than one time how they made that was one of the big mistakes that they made by not taking Jarrell. Of course, I'm really glad they didn't.
I know Coach Tuberville that year. He came to Eufaula, a couple of times, scouting Jarrell and Courtney. So, yeah, that's a mistake you're glad they made. I know.
Absolutely. I sure am. I had the chance to go see, Jarrell. He's turned out to be a good football coach and a heck of a person. But he's always been that. But I had a chance to go see Eufaula play Catholic this year, and Catholic has another young man that played for us at Troy as the head coach. So, you're getting old when your former players are head coaches in high school.
Yes.
But it was really fun to be able to do that.
Well, speaking of old, Coach, I've been gone for a couple of weeks, and last week, Coach Cleggis had a chance to come sit in on a young man's birthday. Sarge had a birthday last week, Monday.
Coach. Happy 43rd belated birthday, Sarge.
Thank you, Coach. It was me and Doug was doing the show on Monday, and I had my birthday card. You should have seen what I got for my birthday.
Well,
It's a card.
Hey, he ought to put on some weight because he didn't share none of that cake or none of them brownies.
You didn't share that cake, Sarge?
Yes, I did to my grandparents. I did. I sure did.
There you go.
He didn't save me a piece, Coach. I didn't get
You wasn't here. You was in Illinois.
Miss Gilmore made some brownies. I sure didn't see him share none of those. He kept those tucked under his arm tighter than a football.
I sure did, Coach. I've done the football.
like you running that ball on the field again, weren't you?
Hey, yes, I was.
well, Coach Waz and Sarge was your manager while you were here all 4 years, wasn't
He sure was. Absolutely.
I bet Sarge has got some stories he'd like to share with us if we had time tonight, Coach.
It was mostly good times, wasn't it, Sarge?
Yes, it was. Me and you was getting on the bus to go eat supper together, and come back to school and get ready for a ball game together.
That's right, buddy. And I tell you what, Sarge, one thing we never had to worry about was that ball not getting changed in between downs. You were the best one I ever had.
Thank you, Coach.
Wow, what an honor! What an honor!
I'm retired now, Coach, as a football coach and a manager.
I understand. You probably about like me. You don't move quite as good as you used to.
Oh, yes, I do.
Coach, he's out walking every morning. He's out
every morning walking.
You sprint out there when you change those balls, those stars. Can you still run?
I don't think he can run, Coach.
I can walk.
Well, Coach, we talked about your career there a little bit, which was very successful. I know you and Miss Patricia, 3 daughters. Is that correct?
2 daughters, Anna Shay and Mary Beth. Yep. And
okay.
Patrice is my wife.
Yes, sir.
And they're all doing well. We talked before we came on air here. My 2 daughters, they work for the federal government, so they're on furlough right now.
Oh boy.
Hopefully they get paid.
Working. Well, yes, sir. Yes, we hope so too. How many grandchildren, Coach?
I have 2 grandchildren. I have a little boy that's he's 15 months old and just had a daughter a couple weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, born.
Well, congratulations,
Coach.
They both live out in Spokane, Washington's the only problem, Sarge. That's a long way between here and there, buddy.
They need to come home.
That's right. Well, he like I say, he's in the Air Force and he's a pilot for them, and he doesn't have but a few more years that he has to put in. So hopefully, here in the next 10 years or so, they'll be back a little closer.
Move back to Lake Martin, Coach.
I was thinking to come down here to see us.
That's right.
Well, Coach, I know you played college ball at Auburn.
War Eagle, babe.
War Eagle, yes, sir. I was fortunate enough to. I was kind of like Darrell. A lot of folks thought I was too small to play, but I again, like Darrell, I could run a little bit, and that always helps. So, Coach died back when he was coaching. He signed me, and we won 3 SEC championships.
Wow.
was there at a good time, and we won a lot of football games and had a good time. Back in those days, we actually beat Alabama. So
Oh,
Yeah, he had to say that, Sarge. I know Doug's over here smiling.
Doug's over here smiling, Coach.
I'm the only diehard Alabama fan with the crew, Coach. You had to put a little salt on the wound. They'll all laugh.
hey, here lately we hadn't had much to
Sight.
talk about.
That's okay, Coach. First couple of games this year, and one of them I think was one you was at. Was after the Florida State game, and they were doing the war chants at some of the high school games, and he couldn't sit still. It was bugging him.
It was a Russell County. It was a Russell County game.
Oh, there you go.
That's how they rub it in on me, Coach.
Yeah, I see. They don't have much to rub in, though. I can tell you, last few years.
Oh, you were at the Montgomery, the Catholic game early in the year, and we had to come from behind. Coach Jernigan and the guys came from behind to win that game, and after that game, it seemed like Montgomery Catholic turned their season around, and they ended up winning our region.
Did they win it? I didn't know they won it. No, yeah, I knew that they played a little better.
Yes, sir, they did. And you said that's one of your ex-players.
Yeah, Jonathan Chandler's the head coach over there, and another young man runs their special teams, and that was with us at Troy. And they're doing a good job. Of course, they came in and had some big shoes to fill, following that fella they followed, and but I think they're doing a good job, and it'll take them a little time to get back probably to what they have been in the last few years.
Well, they definitely turned their season around after losing what 2 or 3 of the first games, and then to win the region in overtime this past Friday night, beat Volusia.
That was a good win for them. I don't know. I'm gonna have to talk to Jonathan though. They're going up there to play Vestavia this week. I'm not.
Oh boy!
Into that boy.
Well, it's that's going to be a big one. All right, last week in our pick'em, Coach Washington, you're going to be picking against those Sarges this week.
Oh boy!
Last week, Coach Clagus beat him.
Did he beat him? How many did we get right last week, Sarge?
How many did you get right last week?
I got right last week, Doug.
I didn't keep up.
I didn't keep up.
I normally keep up, but I've been gone for a few weeks, and
I don't know, Coach.
Sarge, Coach Clagus, he's a very analytical kind of guy. So
yes, he was.
He's pretty good at stuff like that. So
I'm giving him a shout out this evening, Charles. Good evening, Coach Clagus.
Yeah, give Coach a shout out. All right, well, Coach, if you're ready, we'll
Charles, let's take one quick commercial timeout. Let me make one adjustment.
Okay,
and then we will.
Coach will give you a chance to go over your list again because you're going to be picking against a tough one here.
All right.
We'll be right back.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Looking for quality furniture at unbeatable prices? Come to Holly Home Furnishings in Eufaula. From cozy living room sets to stylish bedroom suites and modern appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house feel like a home. With flexible financing options, convenient delivery, and friendly local service, shopping has never been easier. Visit us today on South Eufaula Avenue and see why Holly Home Furnishings is your hometown choice. Holly Home Furnishings, helping your house feel like home.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest, most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today at 230 South Eufaula Avenue in Eufaula, or in Clayton at 16 South Midway Street, or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we're back here at Beef O'Brady's with our Pick 'em with Sarge contest with our guest today, Coach Wasden, and we're on our Jim Whaley Tires free oil change. Coach, we've given away some oil changes this year, and we're glad to have our two sponsors, to sponsor us.
Absolutely. You got to pay the bills, Charles. Got to pay them, Sarge.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Oil change this day and time is not cheap at all.
No, there's nothing cheap nowadays.
Nothing cheap. Okay, Coach, we're gonna let you battle it out with Sarge here, and Doug, each week he'll pick us 10, 12 games, and we have to select our winners.
You may want to save Eufaula to last. I don't know how I put it on the top of the list this week.
Okay, we can do that. We can put them down at the bottom. We'll put them at the bottom. Coach, I think we're talking with you. You sort of still keep up with high school football and surrounding areas, and that's great.
I try to at least catch the scores every Saturday morning, and
Yes.
the guys that I know that are coaching, I always follow several of them. So a little bit, around this area especially, and but outside of that, probably not as much.
Well, if you notice on our list, Doug seems to always give us 2 or 3 games of teams from up north or on the west side of the state or down south, and he always makes us do a little studying and
Challenge. That's right. It's just a little challenge.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right, why don't we start out? Sarge, you want Coach to pick first, or you want to go?
Go ahead, Coach Wasden.
All right, Coach, we're going to go with Pipe Road, a 6A school, battling Charles Henderson, which is a 5A school. And Coach, Charles Henderson's in our region, and they'll finish third this year after beating us Friday night. So
Thursday night, Charles.
Excuse me, Thursday night. So, keep me straight, Coach.
Great. Keep straight, Sarge.
All right.
I tell you, Pike Road's got a pretty good football team this year, and so I'm gonna have to go with Pike Road in that one.
Okay, I got Coach with Pipe Road. All right, Sarge.
I'm going with him. The same thing. They got a good football team. They beat us last year. Bank on it.
Bank on it. All right. Both of you select the same team. I'm going to have to, if I had picking right now, Coach, I always wait till about Tuesday or Wednesday to make my pick so I can do a little more studying. But I think y'all have a winner there.
All right.
All right. We'll let Sarge go next. We got Headland, which is in our region also, Coach, playing Rehoboth. Rehoboth is 6A, and they've moved up to 6A now.
Yep.
All right, Sarge.
I'm going with Headland because they're a good football team down in Henry County. Bank on it.
Well, Henry Headland, when it came to Eufaula, Coach, they we pretty much handled them the first half, but in the second half they got together and the coaches did a good job, and they were able to move the ball on us, made it a pretty close game. So, Coach, you like Headland or Rehoboth?
I think I'm gonna have to go with Headland myself. They 6-3 this year. What I saw, I believe they having a pretty good year. So I'm gonna have to go with Sarge on that one and say Headland.
Okay, I think again I'll have to agree with you guys. I think Headland, should handle Rehoboth. The only thing there is, your home teams sometimes have that little advantage, and Rehoboth is at home. Up next, we're gonna have. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one, Coach. You mentioned it earlier. We got Catholic Montgomery at the Stavia Hills. That's a 5A school, which is in our region, of course, and playing at the Stavia Hills, a 7A school, and that's somewhat of a disadvantage.
Yeah, they're playing two classes up in this one, and of course, Vestavia Hills has a really good program, and so I'm gonna have to go with Vestavia Hills in that one.
Well, I'm going with Coach too of the Stavia Hills. Bank on it.
Okay, Sarge, you can't win anything if you keep agreeing with Coach on everything.
Come on, Charles.
Okay, Sarge, you up next. We got Park Crossings, which is a 6A school, playing Greenville, and Coach Greenville's in our region, and they're playing at Greenville. So Sarge,
I'm gonna go with Greenville because they come over here and like to beat us. They like to beat us at their place. They like to. But what you want to bank on it? I'm going with Greenville, Charles.
Okay, Coach.
All right, we're still agreeing. I think Park Crossing's struggling this year, and Greenville, what are they, 4-4, something like that? I think Greenville's probably got a better football team this year.
That home field advantage, sometimes that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to wait on that one till about Wednesday.
Oh Lord, Charles.
Hey, Coach, I guess you were up next. We got Beauregard, 5A school, playing Russell County, a 6A school at Russell County, which beat us early in the year, Coach. Which really they physically they beat us. Probably one of the only schools this year to do that. They have a good ball club. So, Coach,
they did. I know. Now they got manhandled Friday night by Pike Road.
Right.
Russell County did, but they've had a really good year. And another young man, Dylan Griggs, their head coach, he was a student assistant at Troy when I was over there, and he's done a really good job up there with that program. I'm gonna go with Russell County.
Okay. All right, Sarge.
I'm going with Coach Washington. I'm gonna go with Russell County. Bank on it.
Okay, and I think y'all have a winner there. If we, because Russell County they have a good ball team. They really do. All right, I guess you up, Sarge.
All right, Charles.
We got Houston Academy at Providence.
3A and a 2A.
Yep, 3A and a
Both of them are
2A.
number 4 seeds
They're both 4 seeds.
in their class, but that's crosstown rivals down there now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Coach. I'm going with Houston Academy. Bank on it.
I think we're gonna have a difference here. I feel Coach. He's studying hard, isn't he, Sarge?
Hey, he's focused.
I think the same fella that I know is coaching down there at Houston Academy. He's a really good football coach. I'm gonna have to go with Houston Academy, guys.
Oh, good, Coach.
I'm picking at you, Sarge, but Coach Watson had a chance then.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he's going to be a little partial. I think his name been thrown around at Houston Academy back in the day a few times.
May have been. I don't know.
Oh.
All right, we'll get one here in a minute. Y'all disagree.
Okay, all right. I think Coach Watson's up next, Sarge. So we'll let him pick these. Both teams are winless this season. We got Paul Bryant going to Tuscaloosa County. So,
I know 2 coaches at Tuscaloosa County, and they're the home team, and that game will, probably resemble 2 mules wrestling over a turnip. We're going to go with Tuscaloosa County since I know somebody coaching there, and they're the home team.
Yes, sir.
I'm going with Coach Washington. I'm going with you, Coach. Tuscaloosa County.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, they're a 7A school. Paul Bryant's a 6A, the home team. So, okay, Coach. Doug, every week he'll have a few few college games we can select from, and I don't even need to ask you and Sarge on this one, but I will. We got Kentucky at Auburn.
You know we're gonna. You know who we're going with on this one.
Hey, you know who we on? You know who's gonna show up Saturday night at 6:30?
Y'all want to bet against the spread?
Last time I heard Charles is 10 points.
What is the line? At 10.5 or so?
Half. Last time I looked.
I think that's small. But okay, guys, Coach, you up first.
All right, so back to me on the Auburn. Now you know I'm going with Auburn.
Yes, sir.
I'm
You
going
picked
with
first
Auburn
at
too.
Tuscaloosa County. Oh, okay. You throwing
Huh?
Yeah. All right.
I'm going with my Auburn Tigers. Bank on it.
Yeah, it didn't matter on that. Well, you knew who was going with on that one.
It
Me and
didn't
Coach are
matter.
War Eagle fans, ain't we?
Well, I don't know why Doug of all weeks he put these back to back. We got Arkansas State at Troy, so I can just go ahead and put CW and S by Troy. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yes, sir. I knew it. Go ahead.
Bank on it. I'm going with Troy.
Each week.
And the same, I tell you, Troy is having they're having a good year this year. I went and watched them play Memphis, and their quarterback got hurt the first or second series of the game, and he's a really good player. But their backup, Kilcrease, I believe is his name.
Yeah, Kilcrease.
Yeah, he has come in, and Sean Reagan, a good friend of mine's offense coordinator, and they've done a really good job of he's playing well, and Sean's doing a good job of coaching on the offense, and they're playing good defense every week. So they're 6-2, I believe. They're bowl eligible, and they're having a really good year. So yeah, I'm definitely going with Troy in that one.
They should have kept Caldwell, and they might not would have had trouble in that game.
That's right.
Well, you know, speaking of Caldwell, he was able to come into the game Saturday in overtime and threw that touchdown pass. Wow.
I heard him talking on him on ESPN, said he's the best backup quarterback they've seen this year. He played with a couple of plays. Good for him.
I think he came in.
Consider him a hometown boy.
Yeah, he came in early in the year, and it was like 3rd down and long, and he threw a pass for a first down, and then he
21.
3rd 21. And then he comes in, he throws a touchdown pass. Wow, that's a pretty strong backup.
That is. It sure is.
I think this next game, it could get interesting. You know, it's always played in Jacksonville and, you know, Georgia. And they're saying at Florida, but, you know, that's sort of a neutral site. They say it's supposed to be. But Georgia and Florida, that's going to be a good one. And Sarge, you up first on this one. We're going to put you on spotlight.
Okay. I'm going to go with Florida to beat Georgia because Coach Washington, we should have beat Georgia a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. That's right. I'm gonna have to go opposite from you on this one though, Sarge. I think George is gonna whip them. You know, Florida just lost their coach, Sarge. Did you know that?
Yes, sir. I sure do. Yes, sir.
That doesn't usually bode well for a team. So I'm gonna go with Georgia in that one.
Shane. Now they did not lose that coach. Somebody told me one time they know exactly where to send that check to. They didn't lose.
Hey, I can promise you, he made sure they didn't lose him.
Hey, did y'all know that LSU coach got fired yesterday?
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of like Doug. I can you call it firing somebody when you give them $54 million? I mean, is that firing somebody? That's unbelievable, isn't it?
I can go sit on Lake Martin for $54 million.
I told my wife the other day, I said that was my goal in my coaching career was get fired from a job like that. Unbelievable.
What was Naper's buyout? I did
$18 million, I believe, is what I read. I believe that's what I read.
For those folks,
$18 million.
I think that's right. Don't quote me, but I believe that's somewhere.
Just north of 50.
55, like Coach said. You know, Florida's defense has really
good,
played tough all year, and unlike Auburn, you know, Auburn's defense had kept them in every game, And this past Saturday, I think the defense really won the game. I know Daniels came in, which he did a good job, but Auburn's defense is so strong, and Florida's defense is they stopped Georgia's run, and that's going to be a game I'm going to have to pick Wednesday because that's going to be a pretty good matchup. I really believe it will be.
I think if they not fired Napier, I may have gone with Florida. I just, and those players, they like that guy from what I understand. So, when you let a coach go that the players like, they don't usually bounce back real well from that. But you can't ever tell nowadays.
Yeah, you can't. Georgia's they're pretty strong, pretty solid. Okay, this next one's going to be a good one. We got Oklahoma, which at Tennessee. That should be a shootout. In my opinion, it should be. Coach, we'll let you go first on this one.
I think Oklahoma's favored in that one by a couple of points. I'm not sure, but
they're higher, so they should be.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the home team in that one. I think I'm gonna go with Tennessee.
Okay.
Even though they've been inconsistent this year a little bit, I'm gonna go with the home team in that one.
They're one of the highest scoring teams in the nation. So I think there's going to be quite a few points scored in this game. All right, Sarge, you going to go against Coach or you going to go with him?
I'm going with him on Tennessee. Back on it.
Okay, Coach, he's with you again.
Coach tried to.
We got one game difference.
He tried to bait him with that his favorite there. He
didn't take the bait, did he?
He didn't take it.
Back to the top.
We'll go with our final game. We got our Coach. I don't think you played Early County while you were in Eufaula.
We never did. No.
Yes.
Played them. They had a pretty good football team back then, best I recall. Though I don't know how they are. I didn't even look them up, but
they're always pretty strong.
They won their region again 4 years in a row. Friday night.
They're 6-2 on the year.
But they fourth year in a row they won their region.
A lot of the guys on the Eufaula team, we have our little Pee Wee football program, and we try to play them every year. Even Jarrell, Coach Jernigan, when he was coming through the Pee Wee program, that was one of our big rivalries was Blakely. So this is a game that means a lot to him. Not only as far as a head coach to win, but I think he has some little memories. You know how those memories are that you carry with you your whole life about when you were young. How these teams, they would beat us, every other year or so. But they were a big rivalry back in the day. So I think Coach Jernigan, he's going to be out to win this game, which he is every game. But Early County and Eufaula, it's we got a few injuries right now. In all your years of coaching, we've gone down our list tonight, and it seems like all of our teams that are in our region are all playing up to 6A and 7A competition. The game before the playoffs, I mean, it's just tough to play a scheduled game like that. I mean, in your days, how did you feel about having to play a tough opponent going into the playoffs?
I tried not to, if I could help it. And I always tried to play, if I could, I tried to play them on Thursday night and give us an extra day to rest for the next game. Whether that helped or not, I don't know. But then I could go scout the other team Friday night, and. But you'd like to get some people, if you have some injuries, if you could get some people healed up that last game. You'd rather not go into the playoffs with a bad taste in your mouth. If you don't play well or you don't win, that was just my philosophy about it. And you can't always do that because you may not can find somebody to play you in that slot. But that's kind of how I always try to do it. I try to play somebody that we felt pretty good about winning. You know.
That last game before the playoffs, yeah, it's always tough.
Yeah.
Always tough. And like I said, it's it's a big game for Coach Jernigan, I know, and our situation we're in, Jalen Wright, our starting quarterback, he has an ankle injury, and then our backup quarterback, I missed the game, Doug, but last Thursday night, didn't he get injured?
Yes, he twisted his ankle early, but he got it wrapped and came back. So.
Great. So, it's a game that we may, have a concern there, but still got to play the game, and we're gonna let Sarge go first.
I'm gonna go with my Mighty Tigers, Coach Watson. You remember them days that me and you went on the sideline together over here?
I sure do, buddy. We were fortunate enough to win a lot more than we lost when we met, buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are some good times.
Yes, I'm on it, and
go with the Tigers.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna take you follow the Tigers.
Oh, good, Coach.
Yeah, man, you know I'm going with you follow.
Well, that concludes our picks. Now, Coach, every Monday on our show, Sarge does an outstanding job on his scouting report. He probably learned some of this from back in the days with you. So we're going to let Sarge do our scouting report. So, Sarge, tell us what kind of offense Early County has.
They're 5-2 front, and they got 3 linebackers. And the kicking game, they kick it down to the 10-yard line, almost to the goal line, and we got to kick away from number 14. And I watched 4 different films on Early County today and yesterday and Saturday for the Auburn game, and they're pretty good. They're 6-2, like you said, Coach Watson, and quarterback is number 1. The receivers number 10, number 4, and 12. We need to watch out for them.
Okay. How about their kicking game? How about
the kicking game? They like I said earlier, we got to kick it away from them, and they got a good punter too. He's the same punter was Charles Henderson Thursday night, but he's number. Last time I looked, it was 28 or 28. The last time I looked, he was a good kicker.
Okay.
They got good 2 kickers.
And the return teams are good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Coach, Sarge will watch 3-4 films a day, and wouldn't you like to have him as an assistant coach back in the day?
I guarantee you I'd have put him to work if I'd have known he could break one down like that.
Next week, Coach Austin's going to be hard.
Yeah. Who you got next week?
Williamson.
Okay.
Williamson. We go down to Williamson for the first round of the playoffs.
All right. Yeah.
They finished, they're number 1 in the state in 5A ball, and
is that right?
We'll travel down.
Yeah, you didn't see where who was the running back at Alabama that coaches down there? Williamson hung 100 on him a couple of weeks ago. 100.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
The team that hadn't won any games this year, is that?
No, it was against Murphy.
Murphy.
It was against Murphy.
It was Murphy.
Nothing.
It was Murphy.
And we were actually looking at some of that, Coach. You know how the stats on the high school sports page, a statistic I'd never seen. Unfortunately for Murphy, one of the categories, their record, it shows when your record changes each week. If something that in the history changes on your page, it'll tell you it changed. Well, that week it said the most points combined in a game by 2 teams, the total changed, and unfortunately they didn't score a point.
Fortunately, they didn't contribute to that.
That was a terrible thing to have to change.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why you'd beat somebody that bad, Doug. I don't.
Well, what we had heard that at halftime, the Williamson coach asked the officials about running the clock, playing the shorter quarters, and
right.
And the Murphy coach said he wanted to play 12 minutes and full regular game.
He didn't want to have a running clock, huh?
I think he may regret that now.
That's probably why. That's probably why Williamson hung 100 on him.
I think it was like 71-0 or something.
God, yeah,
so,
because I watch it. I was watching it on the film.
I felt bad for whoever plays in the band in that game.
I would have probably hugged old boy and appreciated him having to run the clock second half. I've been coaching at Murphy.
Each week we do a shout out, Coach. We'll let Sarge shout out to someone, and who we gonna shout out to?
I want to give a special shout out to Coach Gilmore. Get better soon, Coach Gilmore. I've been praying for him, Coach Washington. Remember, Coach Gilmore, in your prayers. He's got the shingles.
Oh goodness! Oh, that's not fun. I understand that hurts real bad, Sarge. I have to call and check on him.
Yes, please do, and call him to check on him. And I was going to give Coach Gilmore and Miss Allison a shout out this evening, and I hope you watch us Thursday night on YouTube, Coach.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this one out, Sarge, see how we do on our pick.
Yes, Thursday night.
How was those brownies, Sarge?
It was very, very good, Doug. Thanks for asking.
I know she made them for you.
Yeah, yes, she did. No, she went to Walmart and got them that morning.
Okay.
Yes, I had a great birthday, Coach Washington, and
Awesome.
and I worked on my birthday, and then that night I had a little get together with my dad and my stepmom, and then this past weekend when Auburn played Arkansas, I had a big family get together for my birthday.
Well, I was just looking over the list, and out of the 12 games, there's only one difference in you guys, and that's the Georgia-Florida game. Coach Washington's going with Georgia, and you're going with Florida. So
yeah, I got to go with Florida.
Well, nobody's been perfect this year, so maybe this is a week.
Yeah. So we'll see, Coach. We'll see how you do against Sarge next week.
You know, there's always some games that go probably how they shouldn't really, but you never know. That's why they play them.
You never know, and that's correct. You just never know. Some teams may be, you think, a lot better than other teams, but play it, decide it on the field.
They may not show up. They may not show up and play like they love.
Coach Washington, you remember that day I come over there and worked with y'all as a manager from Eufaula over there at the Troy football field?
Was that when I was there, Sarge?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
with Lightning.
Yes, sir. I tell you what, Sarge, we should have just kept you on over there, buddy.
I know. Yeah.
I thought he was fixing to say you forgot to pay him for
it. Oh, come on, Doug.
Forgot to pay him for that day.
Well, Coach Washington, it's been an honor tonight to have you with us, and hopefully you'll get a chance to come down sometimes and visit with us. We'd love to have you, and I understand you do a little golfing every now and then, so maybe you can come down and join us in some of our little golf tournaments one day.
Doug's been inviting me, and I have not shown up yet, so I'm gonna have to show up. And I don't know if you call what I do golfing or not. I'm not real sure.
He could be on.
But listen, I enjoy the fellowship. That's why I play golf. I enjoy the fellowship, and I always have a good time playing. I know going in that I'm not going to play very good, Charles. So I don't get mad when I hit a bad shot.
Well, if you ever want to come down and get right in line behind Coach McCracken at Opelika and take you a seat down here at the former spot. There's a spot for you down there. You can come do play-by-play with Keith. So just come right on.
He's Coach McCracken. That's what he's doing now.
At Opelika.
At Opelika, yes, sir.
Yeah.
How about that? I didn't know that.
What about them Bulldogs, Opelika Bulldogs, Coach?
Yeah, I guarantee you, he's serious about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, Coach, like I said, it's been a pleasure for you to join us tonight. I know Sarge is just.
I'm shocked tonight, Coach. I'm shocked. Tell the family I said hello and I love them and I miss them.
I'll do it, buddy. It's always good to visit with you and catch up with you. And y'all, anytime you need me to come on here and fill a couple minutes, just holler at me.
We will, Coach. And I'm trying to keep these two going Thursday night.
There you go. There you go. Well, good luck Thursday night. And,
Thank you, Coach. We need it.
pulling hard for the Tigers.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Coach.
I'll tell Coach I talked to you.
Yeah. Do that.
Okay, Coach. Thanks, and that'll wrap it up for tonight. Here. Okay, it's your show. Go ahead.
Don't forget Coach's show tomorrow night, Coach Wash. You need to watch Coach's show at 6 o'clock at Chick-fil-A, and you follow at 6 o'clock tomorrow night with Keith.
I'll try to catch that, Sarge.
Okay, well, if you can, next week we'll be here Monday night, starting at 4:30 at Beef O'Brady's for our Jim Whaley Tires free oil change. So come out and support the Tigers this week, and we'll see you next Monday night. Thank you again, Coach Wasden.
Thank you, guys.